Good day, class! How are you today? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to TLE 7 or 8 Electrical Installation and Maintenance. For today's video, we're going to discuss selecting electrical measuring tools and instruments. Are you ready? If you are ready, let's get started. At the end of this video lesson, you should be able to number 1. Identify object or component to be measured. Number 2. Choose test instruments to be used for specific tasks. Number 3. Identify alternative measuring tools without sacrificing cost and quality of work. Measurement. Measurement is the process or the result of determining the ratio of a physical quantity such as length, time, temperature, etc. to a unit of measurement such as the meter, second, or degree Celsius. The science of measurement is called metrology. The English word measurement originates from the Latin mensura and the verb meteri through the Middle French Missouri. This lesson will discuss the function and use of each measuring tool or equipment used in electrical wiring installations, as well as how to connect, use them properly to avoid damage of these tools and equipment. In electrical installation and electrical works, measuring devices are very important. These instruments help us to determine the value of electrical quantities. They are used to measure currents, voltages, resistances, wattages, and other important elements in electrical works. Here are common electrical measuring tools and instruments. Number 1. Pull-push rule is a measuring tool used to measure the length of an object in centimeter or inches. Number 2. A ruler, sometimes called a rule or line gauge, is a device used in geometry and technical drawing, as well as the engineering and construction industries, to measure short distances or draw straight lines. Number 3. Micrometer. Micrometer is used to measure the diameter of the wires, conductors, in circular mills. It can measure small and big sizes of wires and cables. Number 4. Wire gauge. Wire gauge is used in determining the size of the wires or conductors. The gauge ranges from 0 to 60 AWG or American wire gauge. Number 5. Test light. Test light is a pocket-sized tool used to test the line wire or circuit if there is an electric current in it. Number 6. Ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument used to measure the amount of the electrical current intensity in a circuit. The unit of measure is ampere. It is connected along or series to the circuit. Number 7. Clamp ammeter. Clamp ammeter is also called tong-tester. It is used to measure electric current flowing in a conductor. It is clamped or hung in a conductor. Number 8. Voltmeter. Voltmeter is an instrument used to measure electrical pressure or voltage of a circuit. The unit of measure is volt. This is connected across or parallel to the circuit. Number 9. Volt-Ohm Milliammeter or VOM, otherwise called as multi-tester, is used to measure the voltage, resistance, and current of a circuit. It is connected in parallel or series with the circuit depending on what to measure. Number 10. Spirit level. A spirit level is an optical instrument used to establish or verify points in same horizontal, vertical, and 45-degree plane in a process known as leveling. Now that you know how to identify and name varied electrical measuring and testing instruments, let us proceed to the utilization of such tools and identify objects or components to be measured. Your knowledge on the previous lesson will help you work successfully in this lesson. Let us begin with the ruler. Pull-push rule. Here are the steps in using ruler, push-pull rule, and measuring tool in the construction work. Points 1 to 2 is the height, which is 2.8 centimeters. Points 3 to 4 is the width, 2.4 centimeters. Points 5 to 6 is the length, 3.8 centimeters. Here are the steps to measure the levelness and straightness using level bar. As you can see in the diagram, here is the vertical, the horizontal, and the 45-degree level bar. Measure the levelness and straightness using level bar. Number 1. In measuring levelness, place level bar on horizontal and read good or centered locator to assume perfect level job. Number 2. In measuring straightness, place level bar on vertical position and read good or centered locator to assume perfect straight. Number 3. In measuring 45-degree, place lever bar on measured position and read good or centered locator to assume perfect angle.
A few moments later.
Assessment time! Direction. Read the statement carefully. Analyze them and choose one that best illustrates an electrical measuring tool or instrument. Write the letter of your answer in your electrical installation and maintenance activity notebook. Make sure to answer honestly. Number 1. A device used in geometry, technical drawing, as well as the engineering and construction industries to measure distances or draw straight lines. Is it A. Micrometer, B. Ruler, C. Ammeter, or D. Ohmmeter? Number 2. The unit of measure used to measure the amount of electrical current intensity in a circuit. Is it letter A. Volt, letter B. Ampere, letter C. Ohm, letter D. Watt? Number 3. It is used to measure the voltage, resistance, and current of a circuit. Is it letter A. Volt-Ohmmeter, letter B. Micrometer, letter C. Ammeter, letter D. Ohmmeter? Number 4. It is used to measure current flowing in a conductor, and it is clamped or hung in a conductor. Is it letter A. Voltmeter, B. Clamp ammeter, C. Test light, D. Micrometer? Number 5. A pocket-sized tool used to test the line wire or circuit if there is an electric current in it. Letter A. Wire gauge, B. Micrometer, C. Test light, or D. Ruler? Number 6. It is an instrument used to measure electrical pressure or voltage of a circuit. Is it letter A. Voltmeter, letter B. Micrometer, letter C. Ammeter, or letter D. Ohmmeter? Number 7. A measuring tool used to measure the length of an object in centimeter and inches. Letter A. Micrometer, letter B. Test light, letter C. Pull-push rule, or letter D. Wire gauge? Number 8. An instrument used to measure the amount of electrical current intensity in a circuit. Is it letter A. Ohmmeter, letter B. Ammeter, letter C. Test light, or letter D. Wire gauge? Number 9. It is used in determining the size of wires or conductors. Is it letter A. Test light, letter B. Wire gauge, letter C. Ruler, or letter D. Pull-push rule? Number 10. The unit of measure used to measure electrical pressure or voltage of a circuit. Is it letter A. Ohm, letter B. Ampere, letter C. Volt, or letter D. Watt?
A few moments later.
It is time to check your answers. The correct answer for number 1 is letter B. The correct answer for number 2 is letter B. For number 3, letter A. For number 4, letter B. For number 5, letter C. For number 6, letter A. For number 7, letter C. For number 8, letter B. For number 9, letter B. And for number 10, letter C. I hope you got it all right. If not, you can play back the video for you to get it right. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new.